Welcome back to the Expensive Coins History channel, coin collectors, history enthusiasts, and curious minds. Today, we delve deep into one of Canada's most intriguing modern numismatic mysteries, the 2005 no-mint mark Queen Elizabeth II Canadian 5-cents coin. A small coin with a big story, its rarity, its accidental creation, and its growing desirability among collectors have transformed what seems like a common pocket piece into a hidden treasure that could be worth far more than its face value. Join us as we explore its history, the reasons behind its rarity, what makes it so collectible, and how much it could be worth in the current 2025 coin market. The 5-cent coin has long held an important place in Canadian currency. Since its earliest iterations, it has featured iconic Canadian symbols, most notably the beaver, and royal figures representing the British monarchy. By 2005, the reverse of the 5-cent coin still showcased the familiar beaver design created by G. E. Kruger Gray, a symbol of hard work and resilience. On the obverse was the profile of Queen Elizabeth II, the fourth effigy of her reign, sculpted by Susanna Blunt and first introduced in 2003. This portrait marked a departure from past designs. For the first time in decades, Her Majesty was not wearing a crown, a symbol of maturity and grace, emphasizing dignity over égalité. In terms of composition, 2005 marked an important year of transition. As part of cost reduction measures, the Royal Canadian Mint began shifting its coin production away from nickel to multiply-plated steel, with a thin layer of nickel and copper for finish and durability. This change would not only save money, but also alter how these coins looked and aged. To understand the significance of the no-mint mark coin, we first need to understand mint marks and their purpose. In Canada, a mint mark typically identifies the facility that produced the coin. The Royal Canadian Mint has two primary production sites, one in Ottawa and another in Winnipeg. In 2005, coins struck at the Winnipeg Mint were marked with a small W mint mark located on the reverse side of the coin, just below the beaver's tail and above the rim. Coins struck in Ottawa traditionally carried no mint mark. However, in 2005, almost all circulation 5-cent coins were produced in Winnipeg, making the W mark the expected standard. So, when coins from 2005 are found without any mint mark, it is immediately unusual. Why were they made without a mint mark? Theories vary. Some suggest it was an accidental use of an outdated die. Others believe they were part of a limited batch struck at the Ottawa facility during a transition in minting equipment or procedures. Regardless of the cause, the result was the same. A coin that entered circulation without a mint mark when it should have had one. And that's where the story truly begins. It wasn't until several years after 2005 that collectors and coin experts began to take serious notice of the no mint mark nickel. In the beginning, the difference went unnoticed by the general public. After all, how many people look closely enough at a 5-cent coin to examine the mint mark, a tiny letter barely visible to the naked eye? But sharp-eyed collectors noticed the missing mark. They began comparing multiple coins from the same year. The discovery sparked interest, and soon more collectors started checking their change and bank rolls. The idea that a modern coin could carry such a unique error, or possibly represent a limited production run, gave rise to what would become a quietly growing chase. The Royal Canadian Mint never officially acknowledged the production numbers of these no-mint mark coins, adding to their intrigue and mystery. Their unlisted rarity made them a compelling case for collectors specializing in error coins, modern varieties, and Canadian currency. Because the Mint has not confirmed the production or distribution of these coins, we can only estimate based on the number that have surfaced. Current consensus within the collector community suggests that only a few thousand of these coins may exist, possibly even fewer than 10,000. That's incredibly scarce when you consider that over 90 million 5-cent coins were struck in 2005. In terms of ratio, this means that for every 10,000 or more regular nickels, only 1 or 2 no-mint mark specimens might exist in circulation, and that's assuming they're even still out there. Many have already been pulled from circulation and are now held in private collections, which further reduces the chances of finding one in everyday use. To understand why collectors value this coin, we must look beyond rarity alone. Yes, scarcity matters, but so do these factors. Modern anomaly. In an age of precision minting, it is rare to find modern coins with such anomalies. Unlike 19th century errors, modern coins undergo far more scrutiny. Subtle variety. The missing mint mark is not a dramatic error. It's a quiet, almost invisible difference. That subtlety appeals to those who appreciate nuance. Royal connection. The coin carries the image of Queen Elizabeth II, making it a sentimental piece for many, especially following her passing in 2022. Affordable entry point. While rare, this coin is still attainable for many collectors, especially in lower grades. It offers an opportunity to own a significant piece of numismatic history without spending thousands of dollars. This combination, rarity, modern relevance, and accessibility, makes the 2005 no mint mark nickel particularly attractive to both new and seasoned collectors. Now let's talk about what this coin is actually worth in today's market. The year 2025. The value of any coin depends heavily on its condition, or grade. The clearer and sharper the detail, the higher the grade, and the higher the value. Here's a breakdown of what collectors and sellers are typically seeing in today's coin market. Circulated condition, VG to VF. These coins show noticeable wear but still retain clear details. In 2025, they generally sell between $5 and $15. This is several times their face value, simply for being different. Extremely fine, EF to AU coins with light wear and more detail command between $20 and $40 USD. Mint state, MS60 to MS63. These are uncirculated coins with full original luster and no signs of use. They can sell for $50 to $100, depending on eye appeal and luster. Choice and gem uncirculated, MS64 and higher. Rare in such pristine state, these top-tier coins can fetch $150, $200, or even more if sold at the right auction or to the right buyer. Factors that further impact value include toning, strike quality, and third-party certification. Coins certified by grading services as genuine and high-grade often command higher premiums. Look closely just below the beaver's tail and above the rim. This is where the W mint mark would normally be. If it's missing, and the date is 2005, you might have something special. Some coins have faint markings or dye damage, so magnification helps confirm whether it's truly absent or just worn. Line it up next to a regular 2005 W coin and look at both under the same light. The contrast is often obvious. If the coin appears to be in excellent condition, sending it to a professional grading service could enhance its value and marketability. In the world of numismatics, it's often the smallest details that carry the greatest importance. The 2005 no mint mark Queen Elizabeth II Canadian 5-cent coin is one such detail, a quiet anomaly that has become a symbol of the unexpected in modern coinage. It reminds us that even in the age of automation and digital minting, mystery and human error still find a way to leave their mark, or in this case, their lack of one. The Jefferson nickel. We will explore the 2007 D mint mark Jefferson nickel, a seemingly common coin that holds layers of interest for collectors and numismatic enthusiasts alike. From its rich history to its rarity, and from its worth in today's market to its potential as an investment, this coin offers much more than its 5-cent face value suggests. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American coinage since its introduction in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. It was designed to honor Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and author of the Declaration of Independence. The original design featured Jefferson's profile on the obverse side and his Virginia estate, Monticello, on the reverse. The year 2007 falls within a period when the Jefferson nickel had returned to a more classic Monticello design after a brief experiment with the Westward Journey series between 2004 and 2005. The 2007 D nickel was minted at the Denver Mint, indicated by the small D mint mark on the coin's obverse side near Jefferson's bust. This particular year is notable because it reflects the ongoing commitment of the U.S. Mint to maintain the traditional design, which has become beloved among collectors for its clean lines and historic significance. In 2007, the Denver Mint produced over 626 million nickels, making the 2007 D one of the more common coins in circulation. The Philadelphia Mint also produced a large volume that year, but no peak mint mark appeared on the nickel until after 2006, making the Denver Mint mark particularly identifiable. Despite this high mintage, not all coins are created equal. The raw number tells only part of the story. Among these millions, certain specimens stand out due to their exceptional quality or unique characteristics. The 2007 D. Jefferson nickel is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, a standard alloy that balances durability with appearance. The coin measures 21.2 mm in diameter and weighs 5 grams, featuring a smooth edge. The obverse depicts a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, sculpted by Felix Schlag, which has remained largely consistent since its original design. The reverse displays Monticello, Jefferson's iconic home, rendered with fine architectural details that are a hallmark of this series. Collectors pay close attention to the sharpness of the steps on Monticello's staircase, as this detail is key to determining certain collectible variations and the coin's overall grade. A vital aspect of the coin's value is its condition, which collectors measure using a grading scale from 1 to 70. The scale ranges from poor, P1, to mint state, MS, 70, with mint state indicating a coin with no visible wear and virtually perfect detail. Most 2007 D nickels found in circulation are in lower grades, typically showing wear from everyday use. Such coins generally hold value close to their face value, 5 cents. However, uncirculated specimens, especially those graded MS 63 and above, become far more desirable. These coins exhibit full, crisp details with minimal imperfections. Among uncirculated coins, those exhibiting what collectors call full steps, where all 5 steps on Monticello's staircase are fully visible and sharply defined, command premium prices because this feature is often lost due to die wear or strike quality issues. Though the 2007 D. Jefferson nickel is not rare in the traditional sense given its high mintage, rarity can also stem from condition and specific minting characteristics. Full steps nickels from this year are considered semi-rare due to the high demand from collectors focusing on completing full steps collections. Moreover, coins that come in pristine, gem-quality condition with strong luster and no post-mint damage are harder to find and therefore more valuable. Additionally, proof versions of the 2007 nickel, struck with special dies and polished planchets for collectors, hold a different place in the market, typically commanding higher prices due to their limited production and superior finish. As of 2025, the market value of a 2007 D. Jefferson nickel varies widely depending on condition and characteristics. Circulated examples typically trade at or near face value, generally between 5 and 10 cents. Uncirculated coins graded MS 60 to MS 63 can sell for approximately 25 to 50 cents. Higher grade uncirculated coins graded MS 65 or better, especially those with full steps, can command between $1 and $2 in today's market. Exceptional specimens, perhaps certified by professional grading services with perfect or near-perfect grades, might reach prices above $3 or $5, although these are rarer and typically traded among serious collectors. While these prices may seem modest compared to some rarer coins, it is important to recognize that the Jefferson nickel series is popular and forms a cornerstone of many collections. The 2007 DS roll as a modern collectible makes it accessible and a practical starting point for those interested in numismatics. For those considering the 2007 D. Jefferson nickel as an investment, the focus should be on condition and full steps designation. Coins that are certified by reputable grading companies with MS grades of 65 or higher and verified full steps tend to hold their value better and may appreciate over time. Furthermore, collecting a complete set of Jefferson nickels, including key dates and mint marks like the 2007 D with full steps, can yield both enjoyment and potential financial reward. It is always advisable to purchase coins from trusted dealers and obtain professional grading for coins that appear to be high quality. The 2007 D. Jefferson nickel is a fascinating coin that embodies the rich heritage of American coinage. Despite its vast production, it holds collectible appeal due to condition sensitivity and specific design details like full steps. While not an immediate jackpot coin, its significance in the Jefferson nickel series, combined with modest but consistent market interest, makes it a worthy addition to any collection. Understanding its nuances and market dynamics allows collectors and investors to make informed decisions. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a casual hobbyist, the 2007 D. Jefferson nickel offers a window into the intricate world of coin collecting, where even a humble 5-cent piece can tell a compelling story and potentially hold surprising value. We're going to uncover the fascinating story of a modern Canadian coin that has become one of the most talked about collectibles in recent years. We're talking about the 2006 no-mint mark Queen Elizabeth II 5 cents coin. At first glance, this coin might seem ordinary, just another nickel in your pocket change, but behind its simple design lies a surprising story involving production anomalies, minting mystery, collector intrigue, and a significant rise in market value that continues to gain attention in 2025. If you have a coin jar at home, a pile of change on your desk, or an old collection tucked away, you may want to check it closely, because this particular 5-cent coin could be worth much more than you think. Stick around as we dive deep into the origin, the rarity, the value, and why collectors around the world are hunting for this modern numismatic gem. The Canadian 5-cent coin has been in circulation since the mid-19th century. Over the years, its composition, design, and size have evolved multiple times. But one thing that has remained constant is the presence of symbolic imagery, especially the beaver on the reverse, a proud emblem of Canadian industry and wildlife. The obverse has traditionally featured the reigning monarch. In 2006, the coin proudly displayed the right-facing effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, reflecting the dignity and continuity of the Canadian constitutional monarchy. This image was designed with attention to detail and struck on steel blanks coated with nickel, following the Royal Canadian Mint's adoption of multiply-plated steel technology. By 2006, the Mint had adopted a consistent system of applying mint marks to indicate the origin and composition of the coins. Typically, a small P was added to coins struck using plated steel, and later versions featured a maple leaf logo to signify the Royal Canadian Mint's innovative plating process. A small number of 5-cent coins from the year 2006 were discovered to be missing the mint mark entirely. That small P or maple leaf, nowhere to be found. This wasn't a worn-down coin or a mistake by an untrained eye. These coins were struck without any mint mark at all, right from the factory. This instantly raised eyebrows within the coin-collecting community. What caused this anomaly? Theories began to circulate. Some believed the Mint used leftover blanks from a previous year. Others suggested that certain dies, used to strike the coins, were never updated with the proper mint mark design. Another possibility was that a batch of coins intended for testing or limited production accidentally found its way into general circulation. To this day, no official explanation has been confirmed. The Royal Canadian Mint has not released detailed information regarding the number of these coins that exist or how exactly the mint mark was omitted. The lack of transparency only adds to the mystique and value of this unique era coin. Start by flipping the coin to the obverse, the side with Queen Elizabeth II's portrait. Look directly beneath her neckline, near the rim of the coin. This is the area where the mint mark is typically found. If there is a P or a maple leaf logo, you have a standard 2006 5-cent piece. But if that area is completely blank, smooth, without any mark, you might have a genuine no-mint mark coin. It's essential to examine the coin under good lighting and, ideally, with a magnifying glass. Dirt, wear, or damage can sometimes obscure small details, so take your time. Remember that genuine no-mint mark coins were struck that way from the start, not damaged or worn down over time. If you think you found one, consider comparing it side by side with a known 2006 coin that has a mint mark. The absence becomes very noticeable when viewed together. The true allure of the 2006 no-mint mark coin lies in its rarity. While millions of 2006 nickels were minted and circulated throughout Canada, only a tiny fraction were struck without the mint mark. Some collectors estimate the number to be in the hundreds or perhaps a few thousand at most, but the exact figure remains unknown. Because of its low availability and the uncertainty surrounding its production, the no mint mark variant has been labeled as a modern rarity. This kind of error isn't just a small variation, it's a significant deviation from standard minting practice, and that makes it especially desirable among collectors who focus on modern Canadian coins, minting errors, or rare die varieties. The coin's relative youth makes it even more intriguing. Unlike ancient coins or coins from the early 20th century, this is a contemporary issue. That means it's accessible, recognizable, and often overlooked by casual collectors. But within numismatic circles, it's now seen as a must-have piece. As of 2025, the 2006 no mint mark Queen Elizabeth II 5-cent coin has solidified its position as a valuable modern collectible. Over the years, its price has seen steady growth. Early on, it may have sold for modest amounts, $20, $30, or $40. But as awareness grew, so did demand and competition. In today's market, an authenticated, uncirculated example of the coin can sell for anywhere between $150 to $500, depending on its condition. Coins graded MS-64 and higher, especially those certified by professional grading services, are seeing the highest returns. For coins that are still in circulation condition, prices may range from $25 to $100, with demand depending heavily on visual appeal and clarity of the missing mint mark. Coins that have been encapsulated and verified by grading services such as PCGS, NGC, or ICCS are particularly attractive to investors and collectors alike. These coins come with the assurance of authenticity, which is critical when dealing with modern errors that could easily be mistaken or faked. The steady climb in value over the past decade suggests that this coin is not a fleeting trend. Its rarity, combined with the ongoing popularity of modern errors, makes it a potentially strong investment piece for collectors looking to build a portfolio of modern Canadian numismatic assets. This decision depends on your goals. If you're a collector who appreciates unique and rare finds, this coin is a gem worth holding onto. Its long-term appreciation potential remains strong, and as fewer examples stay in private hands, prices may continue to rise. On the other hand, if you're someone who stumbled upon the coin and would prefer a quick profit, now is not a bad time to sell. With market values high and demand stable, many collectors are actively looking for this piece. In either case, it's recommended that you store the coin properly, preferably in a plastic holder or coin flip, to avoid damage. If the coin is in exceptional condition, consider having it graded, as this could significantly increase its resale value. The story of the 2006 no mint mark Queen Elizabeth II 5-cent coin is a perfect example of how modern coins can surprise even the most seasoned collectors. It serves as a reminder that history isn't only found in century-old artifacts, it can also appear in something as recent and as humble as a coin minted just a few years ago. Whether you're in Canada or elsewhere in the world, whether you're an expert or just beginning your collecting journey, this coin represents a fascinating intersection of rarity, mystery, and value. So check your pocket change, revisit your old coin albums, and who knows, maybe you've had one of these rare coins all along. The 2011 D Mint Mark Jefferson Nickel. From its intricate design and minting history to its surprising rarity and market value in 2025, this nickel has captured the attention of collectors around the world. The 2011 Jefferson nickel belongs to the long-standing Jefferson nickel series, first introduced in 1938 to honor the third President of the United States, Thomas Jefferson. The D Mint mark indicates this particular coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the nation's premier coin production facilities. In 2011, the United States Mint continued the return to Monticello design, originally introduced in 2006. This design pays tribute to Jefferson's Virginia estate, Monticello, depicted prominently on the reverse of the coin. Thomas Jefferson's profile graces the obverse, rendered with precise detail that balances historical reverence with modern coinage standards. Though the 2011 D Jefferson nickel had a substantial mintage, totaling over 540 million pieces, which might suggest it is common, nuances in minting and condition create pockets of rarity that collectors eagerly seek. The obverse features Jefferson's left-facing portrait, a design that has undergone subtle refinements over the years. Surrounding the portrait are inscriptions such as, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 2011. The D mint mark sits to the right of Jefferson's bust, signifying its Denver origin. The reverse side star is the depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's neoclassical home, which is not only an architectural masterpiece but also a symbol of American history and ideals. The intricate rendering of the Monticello steps is particularly significant to collectors. The clarity and number of visible steps, commonly referred to as full steps, often indicate the coin's strike quality and help determine its collectible value. Understanding the coin's value requires insight into how the Denver Mint produces these nickels. Each coin begins as a metal blank composed of a copper-nickel alloy, heated and then struck with dies bearing the coin's design. Quality control measures at the mint aim to ensure each coin meets strict standards, but with hundreds of millions minted annually, variations and errors occasionally slip through. These variations can be the difference between a coin worth face value and one that commands a premium among collectors. While millions of 2011 D nickels were minted, their collectible value hinges on specific features. The most important is the full steps designation, a term that means all 5 steps of Monticello's front stairs are fully visible and sharply struck. Coins with full steps typically indicate a strong strike from the dies and minimal wear, making them desirable for collectors. These coins are often graded at mint state levels, MS 63, MS 65, or higher, where surface preservation is near pristine. Beyond the full steps, error coins add another layer of rarity. Known errors such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks from 2011 D nickels have been documented. These minting mistakes occurred during production when the dies or blanks were misaligned or damaged, creating distinctive marks that are highly sought after. Condition dramatically affects a 2011 D Jefferson nickels value. The coin grading scale runs from poor, P1, to perfect mint state, MS 70. Most 2011 D nickels found in circulation are in lower grades due to wear and tear. However, uncirculated coins graded MS 65 or higher, especially with full steps, can command notable premiums. These coins are often found in collectors' hands or acquired directly from mint sets, preserving their quality over time. Jefferson nickels carry deep historical significance. Thomas Jefferson was a principal author of the Declaration of Independence and a key figure in American history. His Monticello home symbolizes American architecture and ideals. The 2011 D nickel, as part of the ongoing Jefferson series, represents the mint's effort to keep history alive while continuing a coinage tradition that resonates with collectors and everyday Americans. In 2025, the value of the 2011 D Jefferson nickel depends heavily on condition and features. Circulated coins are generally worth face value or slightly more, often between 5 and 20 cents. Uncirculated examples with full steps in MS 65 grades or higher can fetch between $2 to $5, sometimes more depending on demand. Coins with verified error features, such as double dies or die cracks, may command premiums ranging from $5 up to several $100s, depending on rarity and collector interest. The market for these nickels is influenced by the broader coin collecting hobby trends, precious metal prices, and economic factors. With coin collecting growing in popularity, interest in quality Jefferson nickels has steadily increased, driving up prices for the best specimens. If you're hunting for valuable 2011 D nickels, start by inspecting coins for sharp detail on the Monticello steps. Use a magnifying glass or a coin loop to count the steps. 5 fully visible steps are ideal. Avoid cleaning coins, as improper cleaning can drastically reduce their value. Instead, handle coins by their edges to prevent oils and dirt from your fingers causing damage. Store valuable nickels in protective holders or coin capsules, keeping them away from moisture, heat, and direct sunlight. Proper storage ensures the coin maintains its grade and value for years to come. The 2011 D Jefferson nickel is a perfect example of how everyday objects can hold hidden stories and unexpected value. While many of these coins quietly circulate, the discerning eye of a collector can uncover rare gems worth far more than their face value. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your collection, the 2011 D. Jefferson nickel invites you to explore the intersection of history, craftsmanship, and investment potential. Next time you receive nickels as change, take a closer look. You may find a coin that connects you to America's past, and adds a little something extra to your collection or portfolio. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the 2011 D. Jefferson nickel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe the Expensive Coins History channel, and hit the notification bell for more detailed coin guides and market updates. Share your thoughts or questions in the comments. We love hearing from fellow collectors.